Welcome to our fourth video in the Cultural Studies series, Globalization Studies. Here we have Marshall McLuhan, who in his work, The Gutenberg Galaxy, popularized the term global village. First, who is Gutenberg? He was the person who invented printing press, right? And it was Caxton who brought the printing press to England. So printing press is one of the significant inventions of humankind. And what do you mean by global village? It refers to the idea that mass communication through mass media allows a village-like setup, especially a village-like mindset for the entire world. Imagine in a village you may have 2 or 3 streets, not more than that, and you can communicate with people easily. You don't even want a mobile phone or any vehicles. You can just walk within a few minutes and reach the person you want to meet. In the same way, globalization made the entire village, entire world into a village where you can communicate with anyone in an easy manner. Actually, the design of the book, The Gutenberg Galaxy, is unusual, and Marshall McLuhan described it as one which develops a mosaic approach to its problems, and it also reveals how communication technology, that is printing press, writing, electronic media, affects cognitive organization and accelerates cognitive changes. Actually, globalization refers to the transmission of ideas, meanings, even money around the world in an international level, right? Even the cultures, and it's been diffused by internet, popular culture, media, everything, right? And under globalization we have the term globalization, which means making the global products adapt to the needs of the local audience. For example, we have McDonald's, but the McDonald's recipe is not the same everywhere. In America it is different, whereas in India it is different, because in India people usually prefer chicken, whereas in some countries people may prefer pork. So McDonald's adapts itself to the region where it sells its food product. So it is called globalization. So making the global products adapt to the needs of the local audience. And it is Roland Robertson, a sociologist, who made this term a familiar one, especially through a conference in 1997 on globalization and indigenous culture. And he stated, globalization means the simultaneity, the co-presence of both universalizing and particularizing tendency. Example, you take McDonald. Here universal tendency refers to McDonald, okay, and particular tendency refers to making the McDonald meet the audience, making the McDonald meet the needs of the local audience, and this is called universalizing and particularizing tendencies. And for exam, it's important to remember that Marshall McLuhan gave the term in his work The Gutenberg Galaxy and not in his work The Global Village. The Global Village is also another important work of Marshall McLuhan. It is only in the work The Gutenberg Galaxy, published in 1962, he coined the term Global Village. Next, we have Arjun Appadurai, an Indian-American anthropologist, and he is also a Marxist cultural theorist. His significant work is Disjuncture and Difference in the Global Cultural Economy. He is also known for his work Modernity at Large. It is important to note that under cultural studies we will be dealing with modernity in detail. Under globalization also, modernity is a significant fact. And in this work, Disjuncture, Appadurai lays out his meta-theory of disjuncture. For him, the new global cultural economy is overlapping a disjunctive order. Actually, this order is composed of 5 different elements, and they are 5 different types of scapes. Here one scape is missing. If you are preparing for UGC NET English, you can guess the term easily. Yes, it is Financescape. So there are five scapes given by Arjun Appadure: Ethnoscape, Ideoscape, Mediascape, Technoscape, and Financescape. So here, Ethnoscape refers to flow of ethnicity. Flow of ethnicity means global flow of people, migration of people across the across different cultures, across the border. Ideoscape refer to flow of ideas. Example, software engineer from India works in different countries. Mediascape refers to global flow of media, information. Technoscape refers to global flow of technology. And Financescape refers to global flow of capital, global flow of money. So, these are the five types of scapes given by Arjun Appadurai in his work Disjuncture. So he is talking about disjuncture, a disharmony, a disjointed order. Even when there is interdependence and close attachment in the globalized world, there exists disjuncture, that is disharmony among the people. This is his statement, and it is important note, he is the author of the work Modernity at Large. There is another social theorist who gave the term liquid modernity when it comes to globalization studies. Actually, we literarians might feel little difficult to learn the terms given by sociologists, psychologists, but it is as simple as it is. Liquid modernity. Just go and search the author who gave the term and find the definition for the term, and also look for the work in which he coined this term. That is more than enough. You need not look for each and every work of the sociologist. You just learn the meaning of the term liquid modernity. So how is the modernity? It is liquid. Is it interesting? Isn't it interesting? Next, we move on to media studies. Under media studies, we have two prominent theorists. They are John Fiske and Marshall McLuhan. Marshall McLuhan is called father of media studies, whereas John Fiske is called father of television studies. Marshall McLuhan, we already dealt with the term global village given by him. Here are some of his other important works: The Gutenberg Galaxy, Understanding Media, Medium is the Message, Hot and Cool Media, The Medium is a Massage, The Global Village. Kindly note here, he is a person who wrote both the works, massage and message. So according to him, medium is a message and medium is a massage. See, by the term message, medium is a message, he conveys the information that more than the information which you circulate, the medium through which you circulate that information is important. For example, if you want to advertise about beauty products, whether you choose radio or TV, you choose TV. That is called medium is a message. For example, if you want to advertise about job vacancy, what will you prefer? Whether you prefer Instagram or newspaper? Of course, you prefer newspaper. So the media is more important when it comes to conveying the messages to the people. This is what he explains in his work, medium is a message. And under medium is a massage. It is simple. Under the by the very term massage, we get the meaning that medium pleases our senses, all our senses, whether it is visual and touch or auditory, all the senses are pleased with the media. So the sensory stimuli, so the whole body is concerned with the interpretation of the messages given in the media. So this media acts as a seat of sensation, or we call human sensorium. How numerous media massage the sensorium, human sensorium. And it's interesting to note that comparing other works, this work, The Medium is a Massage, is his bestseller. Then hot and cool media. Actually, these are the two different types of media explained by Marshall McLuhan. By the term hot media, he refers to the media that requires less participation from the audience, whereas in cool media, the audience participation is crucial. For example, an example of cool media would be telephone. So here, both the receiver and the sender need to be so conscious about their information transmission. So conscious participation of the reader or audience is important in cool media, whereas in hard media, it intensifies one single sense and it provides high quality sources, and it does not require high participation or conscious participation from the audience. An example of hard media would be movies. And another important work written by Marshall McLuhan is The Mechanical Bride, which is subtitled Folklore of Industrial Man. The Mechanical Bride, Folklore of Industrial Man. And he is also known for his work Understanding Media, and only in the work Understanding Media he gives the dictum, medium is a message. Okay. Then we move on to John Fiske, who is called the father of television studies. Similar to Terry Eagleton, John Fiske had close association with Raymond Williams. And of course, Raymond Williams also talked about communication, semiotics. Similarly, John Fiske is also talking about semiotics, communication. And he applied semiotics to mediatics. And his important works are listed in the slide. And he gave the term semiotic democracy. How interesting is this term? So, he is asking the audience to be an active consumer. Okay, so the audience should resist or subvert the code, the cultural symbols which are conveyed through the media. We should not be like the passive ones, consuming everything, accepting everything portrayed in the media. So this is called semiotic democracy. We should have a democracy there, and we are already a democratic people, right? And excorporation. By the term excorporation, he refers to the subordinates resource from the dominant people. Actually, the subordinates make their own cultural products out of the resources or commodities provided by the dominant system, because the dominant system originally strips away the ability of the subordinates to create novel cultural products or original products. So of course, these subordinates have to depend upon the dominant people for their cultural products. And in his work Power Plays, Power Blocks, he gives the term power block. Actually, according to him, power is a systematic set of operations. Okay, one day power may be with one person, another day the power may be shifted to another person. However, power is a continuing throughout centuries, and it maintains the social order. It may be with one person one day, it may be with another person the next day. However, there is power in each social age, and power is continuously maintained. And in his work Media Matters, he claims that all events that matters to the audience or matters to the common people or media events. It shows how media influences entire psychology of the people. Next, let's look into other media theorists. They are Baudrillard, who talked about simulacra and simulation. He also talked about hyper-reality. So it is creation of reality. It's an artificial reality. It blurs the distinction between real and non-real thing. And simulation means artificially creating the real world. And James Clifford, Gary Hall, Ward Hodge, Henry Jenkins, all are media theorists. Just find the important terms given by these theorists, 1 or 2 lines. That is more than enough for your exam. Then queer studies. Italian feminist Teresa de Lauretis coined this term, and before her there is no term called queer. People called these queer as someone who spread gay disease. There were so many misconceptions, but at the end of 1918 every misconception was cleared, and these people are being recognized by the people. People started accepting their gender. So who laid the foundation for queer theory? It is obviously Foucault, but not directly. Foucault, in his work, The History of Sexuality, asserts that gender is a social construct. See, you do something because of your performance. If you are a woman, you need to wear these type of dresses. You need to maintain your hair like this. Because of your performance, you are called female. So it is not an inherent one. Gender is not an inherent one. That is a concept of Foucault. Later people, most of the theorists followed his footpath, and in 1980s this branch came into existence. And here we have so many works in chronological order, right? Adrienne Rich, Compulsory Heterosexuality and Lesbian Existence. She also gives the term lesbian continuum. She is talking about compulsory heterosexuality. People are compelled to be heterosexuals. If someone is homosexual, people actually isolate the person, right? And Janet Winterson's work, Oranges are not the only fruit. See, she's telling oranges are not the only fruit. We have so many fruits, right? We accept apple, we accept pineapples. In the same way, we should accept different genders. Oranges are not the only fruit, which means male and female are not only the genders. There should not be any binaries. Binaries should be broken. And Judith Butler's work, Gender Trouble, and she was also known for her work, Undoing Gender. David Halperin's work, 100 Years of Homosexuality, and Eve Sedgwick's work, Epistemology of the Closet. Jonathan Jordimer's work, Sexual Dissidence.